Well, we're here for our first title match, our first of 5 title matches happening here tonight. So there certainly seems to be a theme here tonight, and one of the things that we're seeing is a lot of these wrestlers getting their first international opportunity, such is the case for Breeze DTA.
And I think he has a lot to prove, and on top of that, having your first international match and then possibly becoming champion.
Absolutely. You know, he's a guy who is, you know, much like Jake St. Patrick, you can call him a Jake of all trades. Here it is, Breeze DTA. He calls himself the ultimate performer because he can do an awful lot in and out of the ring. What an opportunity for him tonight. And you talk about championship aspirations, championship opportunities, such is the case for the second challenger here in this triple threat matchup.
He's brought fresh fruit for everybody.
He does have fresh fruit, but something tells me he's not necessarily in the generous and giving mood.
I mean, maybe giving as far as a world of hurt.
Now, he's definitely handing out bumps and lumps and bruises. He certainly would love to do that. Tito Colada here again, and he gets an opportunity. It's so interesting because he was here in this building a year ago for Welcome to Jamrock, and while he was in the building, he was very, very clear that he had eyes. He had eyes on the FEW Digital Media Championship. And here it is, almost a year later, he's got an opportunity to battle for that title.
And I mean, can you imagine that, waiting for a whole year? He has a lot to prove with that too.
Absolutely. You know, you think about the long waits that people go through when it comes to wanting to accomplish whatever you desire. Could tonight be the night that Tito really cashes in and manifests his dream as becoming champion?
I mean, I think carrying that pineapple might mean by any means necessary.
It could mean that. But speaking of by any means necessary, and speaking of being able to really decide to wait your turn, the Shogun of Opalaka, who happens to be the FEW Digital Media Champion. And he holds on to that title with great prestige. Look at the way he comes into the ring, and look at the reverence that he has for the ring, for that championship, and for this opportunity.
I feel like anybody who comes in with a gi means that serious business.
Absolutely. And, you know, you talk about martial arts. You know, we talked before, we're going to talk about how Breeze DTA himself is a martial artist, but so is Bruce Cross as well. Very, very skilled in the martial arts. And how do you think that martial arts background will play into this matchup for both champion Bruce Cross and one of the challengers, Breeze DTA?
Well, I think with that, I think something that comes with that is like you bring another set of skills.
Okay.
So, you know, it's like you train in wrestling, but if you have that martial arts background, you bring skills that you
Whoa! And speaking of martial arts, here it is. Both of these guys, the challengers, go there after a double super kick to move the champion out of the way. What a drop kick from Tito. Oh, wow. That might be up your alley, huh?
Well,
is that right?
I could appreciate a good ripping of the pants.
I figured you would. With that said, the Shogun is back up, and certainly the Shogun has an advantage there with a belly-to-back suplex.
And he also has an advantage height-wise, too.
Kind of, too. He definitely does. He's got the height there of a basketball player of sorts, and that's got to be a real challenge for two guys who are not necessarily as tall as Bruce Cross.
Yeah, and I think with the height, Mike also carry some strength with it, too.
Certainly.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, I definitely think the height and strength advantage would belong here to the champion. But, you know, you start thinking about drive. You start thinking about will. Breeze DTA, again, he's a guy who is a world champion martial artist. He's also spent time in the music business, fitness. And here's the thing. The theme of the night seems to be opportunity.
Yep.
And Breeze DTA has been waiting for an opportunity like this for a long time.
But the whole thing is this too. There's two things when you become champion, right? You either you work as hard as you did before when you weren't champion to maintain it, or you get a little sluggish.
You certainly can. And, you know, sometimes the schedule of a champion is a lot more than people anticipate. You win a championship, now you got to go out and do the appearances. You got to do the meet and greets. You know, you just don't get to walk into the airport, you know, with regular clothes. You got to carry that title, and you got to look like a champion here. Meanwhile, oh, wow. Very unique maneuver there from Tito Colada. That could be enough to become champion, but a kick there. And remember, we're in a triple threat environment. So in a triple threat, there is no championship advantage. And there's a count. 2 and Bree. Wow.
Ooh, that was really close.
And when we say there's no championship advantage, that means one of the challengers could win the championship without the champion ever being involved in the fall.
And good ring awareness for Breeze DTA, because he went for one pin, couldn't get that successfully, then he went for the other one, knowing that Bruce was also on the ground as well.
Absolutely. You know, it's interesting. My maiden voyage here with All Caribbean Wrestling happened at Mo Bay Bash back in November, and I remember then where Breeze DTA, not only was he not on the card, whoa, another belly-to-back suplex. He was working cameras in, and now he gets the opportunity. Whoa, whoa.
Oh.
Tito Colada just pulled the referee out from what surely looked like it would have been a 3 count and a successful title defense of Bruce Cross.
I feel like the official involved, or, you know, the organizer of ACW, when stuff like that happens, there should be some type of fine.
But here's the thing. It is a triple threat match, so there's no disqualification.
Yeah, but
there is no fine that can happen in this moment.
Yeah, but it's no disqualification for the competitors, but the ref didn't sign up for that abuse.
Well, here's what I know. Tito Colada decided to be slick, a big poke in the eye there on Breeze DTA. And again, it's by any means necessary to win the Digital Media Championship. And there's a huge drop kick there.
And then, I mean, shout to...
And now, let's see what's happening here. The referee being pushed back into the ring.
And, I mean, shout out to Bruce for helping him get back in the ring.
Well, certainly, you cannot have a fall end without the referee being in the ring. Meanwhile...
oh, I see some shenanigans about to happen with Tito.
Breeze DTA in the ring right now. He gets caught there. There's a second belly-to-belly suplex. Breeze DTA is in trouble for sure. And the champion, who is in his 159th day as champion, would like to make it to day 160. Count of 2 and only 2.
I mean, also kudos to Bruce for that. He's also keeping his eyes on Tito.
Well, he has to do that because you think about it, Tito is the one who actually cost him this match earlier.
Yes, due to some falling coconuts.
Well, before the coconuts fell, he actually kicked him in the back, but what a big chop there from Breeze DTA. Whoa, but what a big right hand. And you're dealing with the 2 martial artists who are basically throwing hands at this point. Breeze DTA, you know, you think about him and Bruce Cross and Tito Colada have all trained together. They've all come up the road together, and now they're all fighting for this opportunity that I'm sure they're not happy that Bruce Cross has.
Yeah, and the thing is, if you train together, you also know each other's strengths and weaknesses.
You do, and we could have exposed the weakness right here. Count of 1, 2, and once again, Tito Colada pulls the referee out.
This is what I'm saying. I mean, I know it's by any means necessary, but the ref doesn't deserve this.
Well, it's not even about what the referee deserves.
Oh.
Whoa, it's the any means necessary from Tito Colada, who just knocked out Breeze DTA with a coconut.
Yeah, you can't trust a man with some fresh fruit.
Oh, boy. Meanwhile, once again, went for the belly-to-belly, but got poked in the eyes there. Tito Colada. And now with a roll-up, but there's no referee.
See?
1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, we need a second referee or something here.
There that is. That's what I'm saying. The referee didn't deserve that. He could have been champion if he didn't take out the ref.
Well, I was going to say that's a bit of an irony there, that the same referee that Tito Colada knocked out is the referee who's not up to be able to get the count to potentially cause him champion.
Yep.
Funny how that works. Meanwhile, Bruce Cross going for his bread and butter once again. This is his 6th attempt. And now, the roll-up, the count. We got a new champion. Oh my goodness.
Sure do.
Wow. This is a huge moment for Tito Colada, who almost a year ago in this very building lost a one-on-one match to Bruce Cross. Tonight, he gets his lick back, he gets his revenge, and becomes the new FEW Digital Media Champion.
Definitely congratulations to him. I guess the lesson learned is to eat your fruit and also bring your fruit.
Eat your fruit, bring your fruit, and sometimes have juicy fruit, and it can turn into becoming a champion. Can you believe it? All of those shenanigans worked on the behalf of Tito Colada.
I kind of almost feel like the ref might need like some compensation for that as well.
Well, I'm not getting into the compensation, but I'll tell you what, we've got a new FEW Digital Media Champion.